Yeah, the grabbing and reaching, I think and the way the game's a lot faster. There's more skill on the floor, so the way players generate speed, and you have to really concentrate on body position, showing your hands, and I think if you're behind on a play, you can't grab a guy, and things like that. So I think it's good. And the same thing, like I think individual technique is even more important. Being tied together is important. Challenging shots correctly is important. Finishing your defense, all those things that go into the fundamentals of that side of the ball. And then offensively, the same thing. You're trying to generate speed so that you know that's one of the points of emphasis with the officials, that they're looking at when the contact occurs. That if it slows the game down and you're cutting with great speed and there's contact, that's going to be a foul. So I think everyone understands the value of shots and how important it is to get free throws, get to the bonus early.
What type of qualities or characteristics have those changed at all as it's kind of offensive?
Well, I think what we're seeing now is like you're seeing guys who can defend multiple positions, and even in the West, that which historically has always been huge. You're seeing teams have downsized significantly. The threes are playing four, so you usually see three wings and one big, and you have one big roll into the basket, put pressure on the rim, and then everyone else is spread. There's a lot of long closeouts, players trying to get downhill. So I think versatility is critical. You see a lot of guys that can play 2, 3, 4. You're fortunate to have a point guard that can guard multiple positions. That's important also.
Tibbs, how is the Derrick Rose you have today different from the one you had in Chicago?
Oh, well, when the start of his career, like talking about the MVP, I mean, to dominate the way he did, and it wasn't only what he was doing for himself, it was what he was doing for the team. He won at such a high level. I believe we had the best record 2 years in a row, and he was very dynamic, and it was not only himself but what he was doing for all his teammates. He made everyone around them better, and then he had a rough go. To have the injuries like he did, but he always battled back. And so when you look at what transpired, when he got traded, he actually had a pretty good year when he was in New York. This summer, he was healthy for the first time in 4 years, where he didn't have to do rehab in the summer. So he's coming to camp in great shape. His body feels good. He's playing at a high level. I thought he played very well for us in the playoffs last year also. But he's always had the ability, when he's healthy, he's always been a terrific player in this league, and he's still young. He's 29. He's got a birthday coming up this week, so he's 30 now. Close to it.
Hey, Coach, have you had to change your coaching style in consideration of the new style player that you mentioned a few moments ago?
Well, you're always, adapting. I think the important thing is to look at your team and to see what the strengths and weaknesses of your team are. And so we always talk about, like when you're focused on what your strengths are, you want to, play to your strengths and cover up your weaknesses. So I think we had the fourth best offense in the league last year, and everyone said that we wouldn't have a good offense. And I think understanding, what shots have the most value. And, like when you talk to people, sometimes they overlook the importance of the value of a dunk, the value of a shot in the restricted, the value of a shot, 2 shots at the free throw line, the corner 3, the above the break 3. And I think the important thing is to figure out how you fit into that. And I thought our team did a great job. We had very low turnover, got to the free throw line a lot. We were great posting up. We had a size advantage. We had 2 big wings. This year, this team's different. We got 2 point guards that can play with a lot of speed. And so we were one of the highest scoring teams in the league. Our starters were terrific last year. We were 3rd in offense and 7th in defense. And the bench was 5th in offense, but 30th in defense. So we knew where the change had to come.
What do you regard as your weaknesses?
Well, I'd say the biggest thing is getting the consistency from our bench. And when you're 30th in defense, obviously you've got to change that. So that's been the focus, and I think, getting a guy like Tolliver is huge. I love our two young guys that are long. Tyus will be terrific. I think Corey will have a terrific year for us this year.
You were regarded as a defensive master, fashion a lot of trends. Do you take this as a personal affront to have the worst defense in the world?
Well, I mean, that's opinion. I think when you're 7th and with your starters, you're showing good progress there. It's something that you got to work at every day. The challenge is not to be, you want to be strong on both sides of the ball. To have success in the playoffs, that's what you have to do. So you can't be good at offense and bad at defense, or good at defense and bad on offense. You have to be good at both.
Clippers spent a lot of time during training camp talking about how good they think this team could be defensively with pieces like Mbamute, Avery, and Pat. What do you make of the difficulties that kind of roster can pose for teams defensively?
Well, I think they do have some versatile pieces in the speed and quickness. I think with a guy like Beverly on the ball, that it starts there. So having the ability to pressure the ball and contain it, and then I think they have some athletic pieces. That'll be good. I think Gortat has a physicality to him. Ferrall is terrific, multiple effort guy. And plays a lot longer than his height. His arms and his quickness reaction to the ball. So they have, when you look at their wings now, it's different. And as I said, like when you look at the West, it's changed. There's still some teams that'll start big, but they'll end up going small. But you're seeing a lot more the downsides. The 6'8" power forward.
There's been a lot of hype about Shaquill Alexander. What did you see on film kind of preparing for him?
Yeah, I think he's terrific talent. He's, and just watching him last year, he got better and better as the season went along, and he has all the attributes that you're looking for. The length at that position gives them great versatility, and as he figures out the pro game, it's a big jump going from college to the pros, different game, but he's got a terrific skill set.
Is Derek starting for this year?